Hey, everybody, it's Eddie from Tokyo. This is your cryptocurrency update from Japan. So much going on in the US with regulation. It just keeps coming. Another big bombshell drop today. It's in addition to the Paxos stablecoin lawsuit. And then there's a draft proposal that the SEC is going to vote on. If it goes to the next step, it's going to make it more difficult for custody of crypto for clients that are of hedge funds, private equity firms, and pension funds. Congress is trying to kickstart 2023. There's a big announcement from Biden. Yeah, he's chosen a new top economic advisor. It's a surprise. And despite all the turbulence, look, the market is up. XRP is listed on another exchange with a new lend product. Yeah, it earns yield, but of course, it's not in the US. All right, everybody, come on, let's go. When it comes to Paxos, they are in New York City and they own and issue the BUSD stablecoin. BUSD is licensed by Binance, and the SEC says it's a security. And people are wondering, why? How? How is a stablecoin a security? I think this is the reason why. So in September 2021, the SEC issued a similar Wells notice to Coinbase before they were going to offer that 4% return on the USDC. That's the stable coin that is issued by Circle. Now, according to the Binance site, Binance has an earn program that offers 6% return on BUSD. But now remember, it's issued and managed by Paxos. So this time, the SEC went after the stablecoin issuer. Why do I think that took place? Well, because they can attack Binance globally. They can, of course, go after Binance in the US, but if they attack Binance's stablecoin, it affects their entire ecosystem. And because Paxos is in New York City, they're a very easy target. Now, CZ came out, of course, and said he's going to stand behind the coin, but Paxos announced that it will no longer mint the dollar-pegged asset from February 21st. So you've got this surge of people making redemptions. Bloomberg today broke a story that Gensler and the gang are working on this proposal that would make it difficult for crypto firms, hedge funds, pension funds to hold digital assets on a client's behalf. So they're going to vote on this February 15th. If 3 out of the 5 that vote at the SEC say yes, then the draft will go to the next step. And this is going to make it tougher for crypto firms to custody digital assets. I'm thinking, I wonder what it'll entail for a company like Polysign. Moving right along, this is Lael Brainard. She is a member of the Board of Governors of the Federal Reserve. That is the central banking system of the United States. And Biden is expected to announce today that she's going to be his new top economic advisor. While the Federal Reserve is supposed to maintain impartiality and avoid conflicts of interest, that will not be the case for her in this new role. Is she crypto friendly? And is she possibly being prepared to take over Gensler's position as chair? These are two questions that I have. In her 588-word speech back in July, she cites crypto has shown that it's got the same risk as traditional finance, such as leverage, settlement, opacity, liquidity. And although regulation should not stifle innovation, she thinks that crypto needs compliance and guardrails for safety. Regulators must work together domestically, she says, and internationally to maintain a stable financial system. Ron Hammond, who used to work for Ripple, he's now in DC and he updates us regularly about what's going on in Congress. He said that the Fed has banned state member banks from crypto, but also restricts stablecoin issuance in a final rule that was published last week. Now, there's a love triangle going. The SEC says that BUSD is a money market fund security, but the CFTC argues U.S. Tether is a commodity. Now, come on, guys, you can't have it two ways. Obviously, there's a huge division. And Ron seems to think that, and I quote, things will get worse before they get better. Slippin' Jimmy Ice 9 had a funny comment in his thread. He said, Ron, why don't you do your job and take Senator Warren out for dinner since it's Valentine's Day? Okay, moving to Japan. This is all about a retail use case that takes XRP out of the circulating supply. This is what you want. This is what drives demand. So, Katsuya Kono, he's the CEO of Fuel Hash. He's a former SoftBank employee. He also was the CFO of Coin, which is an exchange in Japan. And he spent a little time at Bitfury. His trading site, which is new, announced that on the 13th, it's going to add XRP. And it's also going to offer a lend product that earns a yield for 30 to 90-day lockups, your choice. So as the United States seems to be tripping all over itself, we've got countries like Japan that are really getting clarity and producing products that are for the regular retail investor. All right, everybody, we're jumping to the fluff. Oh, did I find the most incredible business model? It's called Studio Suites Box. And what you do is you can rent these rooms by the hour. It is really, really reasonable when you think of the size, and the Tokyo is so expensive when it comes to space. We're pretty crammed in terms of density. So to have a place to rent that's like this, all appointed, wait till you look at the selection. For $29 US an hour during the weekdays, and just under $49 during the weekends. Now, I know what you're thinking. Why in the world would I want to rent one of these rooms? Well, think of this. If you needed a place to do a music video, or maybe you wanted to set up a meet and greet, maybe you're into cosplay, maybe you just want to have a party, maybe you're a photographer and you want to shoot some bridal, baby, or portrait photos. You might even hold lessons and need a space. Maybe you're doing some movie shooting. Maybe you want to do some product photography. They're really providing a solution for so many different people who are needing to have a unique space. The greater area of Tokyo is somewhere in the neighborhood of 25 million people, and there's just not space like this. It might be easy to find this where you live, but when you're in Tokyo, this is really a treat. Let me show you some of the choices here. This one is called the Blue Hawaii, and in the description, it says that it is to look like an American garage style. Yeah, looks great, doesn't it? This is the stately studio. It's full of antiques. It really has a sophisticated British style to it. Very lovely. Here's the bitter caramel, and the description on this one is an interior you might find in Brooklyn. Yeah, it's really handsome. I really think this business model is going to be successful. And here you have the Yuji Kintoki Japanese style. Oh, it's just fantastic. And I have someone I know that is coming from far away to Japan this summer and wanted to do some shooting, some filming, asked me to participate. And I've been racking my brain. Where can we set up? Well, I've got the answer now. This is the room I want to rent. All right, everybody, do take care. Sayonara for now. Bye-bye.